You looked like a 40-year-old housewife. You look like a newly divorced housewife putting herself out there.
Wow.
She has 2 kids.
You know what? That was one of my mom's shirts, though.
It looks like your mom's.
Let's go.
So a while back, we realized that we were paying for another streaming service that we weren't actually using. Like many people, we started a free trial to binge watch a certain show and then just forgot to cancel it. Thus going about 6 months paying for it without realizing. And I know a lot of you guys out there are probably doing the exact same thing right now without realizing it. Well, today's sponsor, Rocket Money, is here to help. Rocket Money is a personal finance app which helps you cancel subscriptions, lower your bills, and manage your money better. As I said, I use Rocket Money to help find and cancel unwanted subscriptions because Rocket Money safely and securely identifies recurring charges and cancels unwanted subscriptions for you. You can even cancel from within the app with just a couple taps. That way you don't have to navigate some purposely confusing cancellation process or go back and forth with customer service. But in addition to that, I'm also using Rocket Money to help lower my bills. As you guys already know, I moved from Arkansas all the way to Las Vegas, and with the change of scenery also came a change with my bills. And some of those bills are not that cute. But by simply uploading a photo of your bill and tapping a few buttons, Rocket Money will help negotiate your bills for you. From internet service to cable and even your phone bills. Sometimes even getting you a refund on overdrafts and late fees. Rocket Money has helped save its customers up to $740 per year, with over $500 million in canceled subscriptions. To save more and spend less, join the over 5 million members using Rocket Money today. Go to rocketmoney.com/Maddy or click the link in the description to get started today for free. You can also unlock even more features with premium. That's rocketmoney.com/MADDY to get started for free. And now, onto the video. Hi guys, welcome back to Give It To Me Straight, a show just in time for hunting season. I'm your host, Maddy Morphosis, and joining me on the show today is the alleged trade of season 14, Miss Alyssa Hunter.
Hey. How
Hello.
are you, baby?
I'm good. How are you? Looking pretty in pink.
Baby, you look better than ever. I love it. It's Alyssa Hunter, baby. It's J-Lo, mommy.
It's like, well, it's like less money. It's like J-Lo budget.
Yeah, it's the J-Lo, Always 99. Oh, you don't have that here.
What is it?
It's like a Always 99. It's like a sheep store from Puerto Rico. It's like a Dollar Tree.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but you look good. You look good. I love it. I live,
you.
baby. I live for the silhouette. It's giving
you.
me J-Lo. It's after I was eliminated. Yeah.
Yeah.
Cry, baby.
You say you love the silhouette when I'm wearing no body. It's just flat. Like, thank you. Thank you so much.
Yeah, I love it.
Yeah. So like, people call you the trade of season 14. How do you feel about that title? Obviously, it's really flattering, but do you feel like it's kind of overtaken your brand a little bit? Like,
I don't think so. I think that helps me. For example, I was eliminated second, and most of the queens that they are eliminated second, well, besides Mirage, but they don't like I don't know. They don't think about that.
yeah, they're nobodies.
Nobody. It's like they disappear.
Yeah.
So when they put me that label, I was like, baby, I take it because it's like I was eliminated second, and when the episode aired and everything was on air, it was like they put me that, and I was like, okay, I'm good because at least I won something. So I take it, and I love all the news that they sent it to me, baby. All the bichos, papi. I can say this here.
Yeah.
Bichos, like.
Wait, what is it?
Again, I say that.
Oh, what did you say?
I mean, bichos in other countries is like mosquitoes, so mosquitoes.
Oh, okay.
But in Puerto Rico, we call bichos. Like,
Yeah.
so they send me a lot of nudes, and I take that, baby. I take that.
Did it ever become like overwhelming though? Like all the nudes you received and the inboxes, the message requests?
Sometimes yes, and sometimes there's a lot of people. They are very like toxic or psycho, and they send me a lot of things, or they are like just adding me because they don't know my drag, or they don't want me to know me who as Alyssa, but they want to know who a Joshua is, and it's like, you follow me as Alyssa, but you want me to me. It's like so sometimes it's like kind of weird, but I don't know.
Well, that's what I was asking though, because like obviously being the trade of the season, it's not a bad thing to be.
It's not a bad thing, yeah.
But it does kind of like take over the brand a little bit, where it's like people now are looking at the boy side more than like the girl side. Same thing with like Cameron Michaels, for instance.
Yes.
You know, where everyone like, oh yeah, you do drag, cool, but tell me more about the boy.
Exactly.
You know, show me more of the boy.
Yeah, I think that happens to me a lot. For example, on Twitter, everybody knows that Twitter is a page, and I posted Alyssa photo. It's amazing look, and I spend money on it, and it's like 500 likes, something like that, and nobody share it. And then I posted a selfie in my bathroom as a Joshua, and it's like viral. It's like, okay, but I don't know. I take it in a good way. Alyssa, Josh is the same shit. He's the same person, and I take it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The money goes to the same bank account.
Yeah, baby. Yeah.
So-
And I'm very like proud to have that balance in life because there's a lot of queens that they don't have that personal like life. They only like do drag, and they forgot about the boy life or
Yeah.
personal life. And
the drag kind of takes
yeah,
over.
and they look expensive in drag, but they when you watch it out of drag, it's like you love yourself a little bit more. You know what I mean?
Is there anyone in
It's like,
particular?
that's you?
Is
It's not
there,
the same person.
Is there anyone in particular you'd like to use that as an example, or
No, you? They're just
me?
they're just kidding. No, no.
I think I spend more on my guy self than I do in drag. Because
Yeah, you do.
again, I'm
You
Amazon,
do, you do.
J.
No,
Lo
I'm not gonna
budget.
say names, but I know a lot of queens that they do that, and I respect. Everybody here lives her life in their own way, and I respect that. I'm not nobody to tell you like how to live your life, but it's like I'm very proud to to be me and to live the life that I live. And if somebody comes to me like, oh, you prefer to look better than Josh and not Alyssa, it's like, you. This is my life, and I have the balance, and I at least I have the talent to look good in both.
Right.
So take that.
Yeah, I was noticing like doing like research on guests, like a lot of what you post, it is like 50-50 between your
Yes.
drag persona and your male persona.
Yeah.
So you're like one of the few queens that will probably get recognized just as much in drag and out of drag.
That
like
happens to
online.
me, yeah.
Yeah.
In the airports happens to me a lot. Like people stop me, oh, you're Alyssa Hunter, right? The trade. I was like, oh yeah. And that doesn't happen me in the at the beginning, but right now because there's a lot of people that they watch the episode like way after airs, and to have that support. Even though in the airport or in the grocery store they stop me and say, "Oh, I know you from I don't know." And I say from Drag Race. Yeah, from Drag Race.
Yeah,
it's
from
like
Twitter.
yeah, from Twitter. OnlyFans. I just go. I don't have OnlyFans.
Yeah, not
but
yet.
yeah, it
Coming
feels
soon.
good. Huh?
It's coming soon.
Yeah. Maybe you know what I'm think about it. Everybody's like pushing me. Like my friends also. My friends tell me
You don't have to get crazy with it.
no, I can post my feet or my freckles or something like that because it's like a fetish.
Yeah, or even just like the boy pictures at the beach or something, like
Yeah.
not on Twitter behind
And
the paywall.
they pay it.
Yeah,
Wow.
people are thirsty.
Okay, can I open now? Yeah.
Yeah, live right now. We're gonna
Right now.
We're live streaming the first OnlyFans
Yes.
post.
Yeah. Right now.
No, I mean it's you don't have to go crazy with it, or you can just do what Plastique does and just Photoshop.
Yeah.
Just catfish people. That's what she was doing, right? Like the breast stuff and like
Wow.
photoshopping the breastplate lines out. and
Yeah.
things. Yeah.
I don't pay OnlyFans. I mean, I pay OnlyFans, but
Yeah.
to see, not to see drag
That's fair.
and ass.
Is there any like horror stories, like people in your DMs and stuff? Because obviously with your persona and stuff, you probably got more than the average Rue girl in your inbox. Is there any like crazy things you saw or witnessed sent to you?
Yeah, of course. They sent me a lot of as I said, a lot of ass and stuff. A lot of people like they invite me to do threesomes and stuff for the partners. It's like a fetish. There's a lot of people that they want to know me like in a good way. I'm like, oh, perfect, let's go, and we meet and stuff. But yeah, it's a lot of people. They are like crazy in social media, so I have to be careful.
Look at like I said, like you're posting like half drag, half boy pics all the time, and like your boy pics, you're like always shirtless or like in tank tops because you're always at the beach. Is that just
I
what
mean,
life?
I'm an island boy. Hello.
Is that just what life is like in San Juan, where you're just at the beach all the time? Because even
Nah.
Rue girls that go perform in San Juan, like they're always just like at the beach. Like is that just
Yeah.
your life?
I mean, we live in Puerto Rico. It's an island surrounded by water, and our beaches are amazing. I love my island, but I don't go to the beach. You know what? I don't like beach. No, I prefer pools. I have a pool in my house, so I land.
Don't like
my-
sand.
No, I mean I love
course,
sand, but
it's
I
everywhere.
don't love the water and the sand combined. That stickiness is like no.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's like when you go to the water and then you touch the sand. It's like I hate it. So it's kind of strange because obviously I am an island boy and I love being surrounded by water and the heat and stuff. But yeah, I don't love the beach. No, not at all.
No, it's island boy.
Island boy.
But like growing up in like San Juan, like being surrounded by water, island boy, as it were, it's
Yeah.
like, what is life like in like Puerto Rico in that area? Like, is there any like crazy stories or upbringings, anything wild? compared to like what we probably want to experience here in the U.S.?
What part?
Like San Juan, like growing up there.
I mean, growing up in San Juan for example, like I grew up in.
It's kind of like a tourist area.
Yeah, because it's the capital of Puerto Rico. So growing up in the capital of Puerto Rico, it helped me to grow, not just as an artist, but as a human being. Because living in San Juan, we have everything there. The hospital, the schools, the university, college, and stuff. The best gay clubs are there. So yeah, and it's very crazy right now because the hangout there is like a Vegas. Like people don't stop until 6, 8, 9 a.m. And I live for that because I am a party boy, so I live. So yeah, and grew up in San Juan. It's helped me to not be like, oh, I'm from San Juan, but being a capital is like, oh, I represent my island from San Juan. And when I auditioned to RuPaul's Drag Race, I put that I was from San Juan, and immediately they catch it. Oh, San Juan, because when you go to the airports, you don't see Puerto Rico, you see San Juan. It's like people know that San Juan is from Puerto Rico. So yeah, I am very proud to be San Juan.
I feel like it's kind of like Puerto Vallarta, where it's like some people don't even know where it's at; they just know the city itself.
Yeah, that's in Mexico. Yeah, I never been there before. I want to go.
I haven't either. Like, I've never been.
We have to go.
You go to PV?
To do tequila, yes.
Yeah, just the two of us going to PV.
Yeah, the two of us.
It'd be great.
Yeah, just like a couple.
Yeah. It's our honeymoon.
Honeymoon. Oh, that's great. The honeymoon. I love it. Maddy, are you flirting with me? Just kidding.
I can't get past the eyebrows. It's not for me. I can't. No, sorry.
What happened?
No, nothing. You're so. It's because the eyebrows are new. I feel like you're really nervous about them. No, they look good. You look good.
Okay.
Yeah. Like, was there any like crazy like island specific stories, like things you had to experience growing up, like sharks or tourists or craziness?
Sharks or tourists?
Drunk people.
I mean, drunk people. Oh, baby. Every time we have drunk people, a lot of tourists, they go to Puerto Rico and they have so much fun. We have this place called La Perla that's in Old San Juan. It's like a wood kind of thing. It's like I don't know what to compare, but it's like a hood. And it's very like, for some people, it's dangerous. For me, it's not, because I have so much fun there. There are a lot of people that they get crazy there. And a lot of people, like for example, touristing and stuff, they don't know about that. And obviously it's a wood, they sell drugs and stuff. So you have to be careful and you have to respect. They have rules there. And sometimes they get shots and stuff, or like rob, or they punch the faces.
Oh my gosh.
Now you know. Oh my God, I'm saying this, and now people are not gonna go.
Everyone's canceling their San Juan flights right now. They're like, no, we gotta.
I'm so sorry.
Like, no, we're going to PV. We're going to PV.
No,
instead.
but as I said, I'm being honest. You have to. I mean, the rules are simple. Go. Do not scream or do not like take yourself out like films, because specifically in the night, because you don't know that you don't know the rules there. But I can give you that advice: if you wanna go to San Juan, and if you wanna go to La Perla, don't take your cell phone. That's it. That's the number one rule, and you can have so much fun there.
It's Alyssa's travel tips. If you're going to San Juan, don't make noise. Don't have a phone.
But not in San Juan. It's in La Perla. In San Juan, you can do whatever you want to do. Like take selfie, scream, fight, whatever. If you wanna like you can there. Whatever you want to do, baby. We are free. Yeah. But in La Perla, no.
Okay. Noted.
No.
Travel advisory.
Travel advice with Alyssa Hunter.
But like a San Juan, with it being like a big touristy spot, it's probably different than a lot of like the rest of like Puerto Rico. But with you growing up as a gay man in San Juan, was it a really like supportive place, or was it like more like Catholic? Like what was the community like?
I was born and raised like in the church. I did everything when I was a little kid. First communion. You guys do that here, right?
The little crackers.
First communion, the confirmation and stuff. So I did everything because of my grandmother that I love. Thank you, mommy. I love you, abuela. And she teaches me a lot. So, but since I grew up, I forgot the question.
Oh, I was saying, like, was it like really welcoming, like, to like the queer community there, or?
Yeah. Since I started doing drag, everything changed there. Like, for example, I've been doing drag since 2012, like 13, 14 years ago. And obviously in the beginning was not the same. Now I feel very free to be who I am. And I don't know, after I got the experience and the privilege to be in the TV and become a Ru girl, that put me I don't know, a strong thing in my heart and in me, and makes me feel more confident about who I am. And nowadays, there's a lot of politics. We have like laws and stuff that protect us as a drag community, and I feel very proud right now to live in this society right now in this generation and represent this amazing queer. But it's very supportive right now in Puerto Rico. We have brunch. I am very proud to have my own drag brunch in Old San Juan in front of the gay beach. It calls the Tryst. I share that experience with my local girls. I love them. So everybody goes there, and it's like that made me feel very, oh, I work as a drag queen and I can do this here under the sun in the daily fucking day, and everybody can come, straight people come, wife, whatever, dogs and stuff.
They invite you to a threesome.
But they buy me a threesome, they buy me everything, yeah. So it feels amazing. It feels amazing to have that right now in this society. So yeah, it's very welcoming. You should go to my brunch. You're gonna have so much fun there.
I get scared around drag queens.
Huh?
I get scared around drag queens. I don't know.
But you look
Just
like
scared.
one right now.
What do you mean? No, don't.
Oh, you look like, oh no, you are a woman. Right, you're a woman. Yeah, you look like J-Lo. I love it.
That's very kind.
You look like me.
That's also very kind. Thank you for lying to me. So sweet.
But you wear that hair like that, and that was after my lip sync, because I wear a pony for that look.
Yeah. Well, this one I bought a longer wig, and this one came shorter. And so I was like, it won't look good in a ponytail. I feel like if I put it in a ponytail, I'm gonna look like the American founding fathers. You know, like
Fucking
George
way.
Washington. It's like the tiny little back ponytail.
But fun fact, you know that J-Lo look that I chose to present in our season. In that performance, J-Lo doesn't have like a pony. She have like a mini donut here, but like a what do you
A
call
little
it?
bun?
Like a donut. It's like a something like that, poop, and that's it. And then I said, you know what? I'm gonna stay. I was running rush. You know that Drag Race is like. Da, 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 da.
Yeah.
I was one of the last because I was like steaming the outfit and it was a mess. And then at the last minute, I put a pony and let's go. But it turns turns great.
Yeah, well, we'll talk a little bit more about the JLo looks, because actually I was going to bring something up because we have very similar experiences with like our JLo looks and everything, but we'll talk about that in a little bit.
Okay.
We'll get into it. We'll rant and complain about our looks and everything.
Got it.
You said San Juan's like, so it's like super supportive now. Maybe like back then when you first were starting drag may not have been like the most supportive place. Like, did you experience like a lot of like bullying or anything whenever you were a kid, or was like that community a little more open?
Obviously, we have bad experience in the past. I've been through a lot of things, and that makes me feel very confident, and makes me the person that I am today, very like secure and stuff. But yeah, at the beginning, I was very like scared, because a lot of society they're like putting a label on us that, oh, you're drag queen, so you are prostitutes, or you do in the streets and stuff. And I don't have nothing against that. Everybody chose whatever they want to do in her life. It's like, I'm not doing this. I was working in the can I say the name? This Carolina Herrera, like a Carolina Herrera store, the CH. Carolina Herrera.
I don't know what that is.
You know Carolina Herrera?
I guess not.
The designer, Venezuelan, Spain.
Oh no, I don't know designers like that. No.
That's retail. Carolina Herrera, Louis Vuitton. Carolina Herrera is the competition of Louis Vuitton and Marc Jacobs and stuff.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Damn, Maddy. Wow. Well, anyway.
My experience with like designer names is like when I worked at Dillard's, which is like old white people brands. So,
But that she's white.
But not in Dillard's in Arkansas. I don't think she didn't make it to Arkansas. She didn't get that
Wow,
far.
Carolina Herrera, she's gonna sue you. I'm just kidding. No, I mean, so I worked there, and it's like I had that scaredness in the beginning, but right now it's like, as I said, I feel very happy to be who I am and to explore new things and to give my island hope. Since I was in Drag Race to my local sisters, they, baby, you can do your makeup, you can learn how to do your makeup, your thing, you can glue your outfits and turn a great look.
Yeah.
And be amazing and be who you are. And just open your eyes and see, okay, I'm wake up and I'm going to do brunch, I'm going to do this, I'm going to film that, because that's the thing that I love the most. Not working for another person, just working for you.
Yeah.
And doing your thing.
For some designer that no one's heard of.
Karen Herrera, wow.
Yeah.
Bitch, they're gonna read you in the comments. Karen Herrera,
No,
hello.
See, I'm gonna edit
You're gonna Google this.
I'm gonna edit this. I want to
No.
say like, oh yeah, I know her.
Ah, yeah, you
And
know.
I'm just gonna cut that in. Oh yeah. Blame it on the edit.
Blame it on the edit.
But like your parents obviously are big supporters of yours though. Like whenever you had first come out, were they supportive? I mean, like your dad was, which we'll talk about in a second. But like your mom, like how was she?
He actually not. My mom was the most supportive
Wait, your dad wasn't?
because my dad was gay, obviously. I mean,
Yeah.
he's gay, but
But he wasn't. He didn't.
he
want you
was
to be
not
gay?
into drag. Right
No,
now,
no, I was talking about like just being gay, not just drag.
yeah, he was okay. I'm gay like you, blah, blah, blah. We're gay, fantastic, gay people. Hey, but not drag in my house. No drag, no,
Oh,
because
okay.
my dad, he was this gay that he came out from the closet very like late, so he didn't explore things like we do right now in our society, in our generation. So my dad, to me, for him, drag was like a prostitute. And I remember one day I was in my house doing my makeup and stuff because I have a gig in Puerto Rico, something. And he said, "What are you doing?" I said, "Oh, I'm going to dance because I was a dancer." And I said, "Oh, you're not going to dance. You are going to do drag, right?" He said, "No, Bobby, no." And then he follows me and go to the to the club, and he said, I saw you go to the club. You are you're doing prostitute after the show, or what are you doing?" Like, and I said, "Papi, I'm not doing this." And to me, it was like, my dad is gay and he doesn't support me. So it was a long thing to do, and I teach him a lot. He travels me right now. He's kind of like my manager sometimes when I go to Costa Rica or Salvador, Central America. He come to me and he see me like, "Oh, you're an artist," and he become a big fan. I mean, he's my number one fan, and now he's a very like fan all over the place.
That's so crazy. I would assume that like with your dad also being gay, that he would have been like your biggest supporter at first. But no, like when you started doing drag, he's like, "Well, pump the brakes. Hold on."
Exactly. He
hold
was like,
on."
"Papi, what are you doing? No, I'm not. This is not the value that I teach you." But my mom, no. My mom is like, "Yeah, go." My mom. I remember my mom was the first person that I buy my first heels with my mom. My mom said, "That heels for you," and he asked the lady in the store if I can put it and like try it. And I was like 16 years old, like putting heels in the store with my mom size. It's like amazing.
I assume you like your dad is literally following you to the club and accusing you of being
Girl,
a
and he's
degenerate,
gay.
a deviant. Yeah, and he was like,
Yeah.
See, that's the exact opposite of what I would have expected.
Yep.
I would have assumed that because like your mom and your dad divorced because like your dad's sexuality. That
I mean, not because of that.
well,
was
it definitely didn't help.
because but my dad, yeah, kind of. But my dad, after my dad and my mom divorced, they had like problems and stuff. And you know what? It's like they said the relationship is not working. We're gonna divorce. I was like 12 years old. My dad tried with another girl, and then he tried with another guy, and he tasted and he preferred it. So he he becomes gay in that moment.
Beautifully put.
But yeah,
that's
it's like
beautiful.
he tastes the. I support him.
Yeah,
Yeah.
He tastes the rainbow.
He tastes the rainbow.
Yeah.
And now he's the universe. He's the whole sky. Oh my God! Thank God my dad doesn't speak English. He's not gonna say me
Oh
nothing.
no, yeah. Well,
Do not put
no subtitles, no
No, please,
subtitles.
not here. Because my dad, he always watched every single video of mine. It's like,
Oh,
but
gosh.
thank God this is in English.
I gotta reset these cameras real quick.
Like,
Come on a cameo.
no, it's like when I see my, because I put lip gloss.
Oh.
And the hair is like, I hate putting lip gloss. But whatever.
Just don't do that.
Right? I hate putting lip gloss on
drag-
brunches. Whew.
Drag is, yeah, especially if you're doing a brunch.
Girl, what the
I mean, drag nowadays, you can cut more corners. You know, you don't have to wear body. You don't need gloss, no highlight. Just, you know.
Yeah, I don't wear body now, not anymore. Just a corset. I put socks because I have the male tattoo in the feet, and I don't like it.
That was inappropriate. Okay. But yeah, no, that's just not what I expected at all. I would assume he was like your biggest supporter, but he is still very, even though the fact that like he was gay also, he was still very like traditional. And that was his line in the sand. He's like, okay, you can be gay, but
Yeah,
you
it
know.
was very like supportive. Not in that moment, but right now he's my biggest fan.
Yeah.
He and my mom, they are my number one fans. And yeah, and I feel very proud to teach him like a lesson in like my son teach me like everything in drag, and now he's become a big fan. And sometimes he call me to 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 ask me things about drag, like, oh, what happened in this? Oh, this person and I was like, Papi, are you talking with me? Because it's like strange how to your dad
Yeah.
is like calling you not to say hi Joshua, how you been, blah, 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 or how is your car? I don't know, you need help something, like a normal day. My dad is calling me for weeks and stuff, and I was like, oh, okay, but it's amazing to have that support.
Well, it's kind of crazy to think about too, the fact that because your dad came out or realized his sexuality so late in life that he
Yes.
didn't get to experience a lot of that in the queer community. But because he had a son that was gay, you got to teach him about the community instead of the other way around. But I don't know, it's still kind of cool.
Yeah, and sometimes I feel like that way. My dad is, he has friends, but like straight friends. He doesn't have a lot of gay friends. So to me, when he hang out with me, because we hang out I mean, there are a lot of people they know we are like father and son, but there are a lot of people they don't know. So, and my dad is like young. He's like only 49, but he looks very young. So we look like brothers or like something like that, like siblings. And when he hang out with me, and this put me a little bit emotional because it's like he doesn't have gay friends, and he saw me like, wow, um, look, my son, he's very like freedom. He do whatever he's gonna to do, doing drag. He living her own life with no restriction, no nothing. And in my age, when he was in his age, he doesn't have that freedom. And he told me that when we were drunk one day, he told me like, you know what, you are my angel, and I saw you like an inspiration because at your age, I didn't have the chance to be who I am. And looking to you and see you success doing the thing that you do and the thing that you love to do, it's like that is inspirational to me. And I said, oh, so
That's awesome.
yeah. It's very cool to have that.
It's
support.
whenever you guys came out to each other, like what exactly did that conversation look like?
By the way, you are the one that asked me, right? In the mirror.
Yeah.
I'm in production.
yeah.
Yeah, production's like, straight boy, come to ask about the Alyssa gay father, and say, Maddy, we don't talk about too much, and then whatever. Drag race thing. But what is the question again?
Oh, what did that conversation look like whenever you two?
I was 16 years old. It was in the backyard in my house, and my dad. I mean, not 16 years old. Yeah, 15 or 16 years old. I was in college, and I have this laptop that he buy to me. He buy for me to do like homeworks and stuff and school works. And I put like WWE not WWE Randy Blue or things and stuff. So I put a lot of things.
Is it Randy Blue?
Randy Blue.
What is that?
It's like a very vintage page.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Of course you don't know, but it was amazing. It was. I think I don't know if they have it, but
You said Randy Blue. I was like, is that a designer?
Not a design. I mean, designer of yeah. There's a big designer. Yeah, I love it. That's my first designer. I love it. So I start putting that in, and then my dad one day he asked me, "Oh, can I use your computer?" And I don't have malicious. I was not in that. I was a young kid. And I said, "Yeah, puppy, yeah, take it." And when you put www.doc, if you don't erase the story, the history, you're gonna see everything that you put before. So he saw all the gay things. I was like, oh. And we sit down and say, and he opened the laptop and he said, Joshua, what is this? And I say, no, that's for one of my friends in school that we are like joking with him because we think he's gay. You know that I have a girlfriend, because in that moment I have a girlfriend. I used to have a girlfriend, a Colombian one. He was amazing, super gorgeous. But I was not falling in love with her. It was like, she's gorgeous, that's it. And my dad was, can you be honest with me? And I said, no, papi, I'm be honest with you. And he closed the laptop and say, look into my eyes. I am like you. And I say, of course, papi, I'm like you. I have your blood. Like we are, you are my father. And I was like, no, I'm like you. I love boys. I was like, huh? No, I'm gay, Joshua. I was like, what? And I was like starting crying. It was a moment. He's hugging me and stuff. So it was a great moment. And after that moment, um, to me was hard because it was like to simulate that. Oh, my mom get divorced because of that, but no. And it was after 2 years, I started like accepting everything. It's like, okay, I have to feel proud to have a gay father because this is a blessing to have that. So yeah.
It's very different than a lot of other people's coming out
Right,
stories.
yeah, it's
But
kind of crazy. I mean,
I think
yeah.
there's probably like in the entire gay community, it's probably like 0.001% of people.
But right now, I think, I mean, there's a lot of bad experience that people have. But right now, as I said, we have this new generation that we are accepted. And the father, even though you're not gay, the fathers, they are very supportive
Yeah.
with their own kids. So that's amazing.
Were you and your dad really close before you both came out, or
Not that, not that close.
But that brought you together.
Yeah, of course.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's crazy.
Yep. And drag, they brought a lot more. Like they brought us very like closer. But after being in the TV and have the experience in RuPaul's Drag Race, because my dad, even though he see me like, oh, you're gonna be someday a star, but drag is not, he's not gonna pay your bills, so stop doing that. Study. I support that you do drag, but you have to work, Joshua. I say, of course, yeah. But one day I auditioned and I got the call, and now I'm living the life that I wanted. Not perfect, but now I can, now they feel proud of her son, and I love it.
That's awesome.
Yeah. And another sad story.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a sad episode, damn. But this is my story. Oh my god. So yeah,
It's your life. It's your story.
it's my life. Yeah.
It's my life. Whenever like you came out as gay, let's say again your mom was super supportive of you, but did she like blame your dad at all for that, or?
No, my mom was very supportive. He was like, whatever. Yeah, you're gay. Yeah, whatever. That's normal. You give me 2 kids, so he was not blaming my father because he was
I
gay.
was gonna say you do have like a brother as well.
Yeah, I
So
have
like
a-
whenever you came out as gay, and like so, her ex-husband's gay, her son is gay. So is she looking at the other son like, are you also?
No, not at all. My brother, my little brother,
Uh-huh.
he's very like street boy. He's like, hey, what's up, baby? He's very like super. He's very opposite of me. We're so different. I mean, in physical, we have similar things, but attitude and personality, we are so different. I'm gay. He's not. I dress like a woman. He's dressed like a gangster. It's like amazing. But he's very supportive though.
You hang out at the beach. He hangs off in the hood,
In
that
the
bad
hood, in the
area.
perla.
No cell phones. Don't talk.
No,
Yeah.
no, exactly that part. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, he's very supportive though. And his friends, they're like, oh, I want to see your. One day he told me that he showed a picture of mine to his friends, and he's like a 5 ghetto, like, hey, what's up, baby? And all of the friends, oh, that's your brother, like dressed like a woman. Damn, if I get drunk, I wanna. I was like, he really said that? They're bugarrones. Because in Puerto Rico, when people, I don't know what you call it here in the state, but in Puerto Rico, when you are like stray and you love to experiment, we call bugarrones.
But they just like to experiment.
Yeah, to experiment. So I say, they say that, so they're bugarrones. Yeah, so bugarrones.
But like growing up, like way before you started to do drag, though, you were really into like modeling as well, and like
Yes.
from a very early young age, like all the way from the beginning, you were into
No
modeling.
way! Where did you get this photo?
You were like striking poses,
Oh my
like
God, qué lindo. Look at me, I'm so cute.
you professional.
But you
though.
look like, I look like a dog, like a very like
a
like
duck.
like a gay.
Yeah.
I feel like
Oh
very
yeah,
gay.
that's
Like,
that's something
very
like,
feminine.
I was like doing like research, and like some of the stuff you had posted, you kept saying like pato or like
pato,
duck,
pato, yeah.
and I was like, why do you keep saying stuff about ducks? And then I realized that
I
it's,
mean,
it's a
that's-
slang word.
Yeah,
for-
that's a very bad word to use. So,
Oh.
because it's like in Puerto Rico we call people like maricón. I mean, not me, but maricón or pato, and those words, they are like terrible. I hate to use it, but in a funny way, we call marica, sucio, or like pato. It's like it's like a dog thing.
Okay. I assumed it was just like a light. I didn't know it was a slur. That was just like a light word. You
Yeah,
know?
I mean it's not bad, like bad, you know what I mean. But if you call somebody this gay in Puerto Rico, you call pato, it's like kind of like disrespectful.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, you were modeling so early.
Yeah,
but honestly, that's not my favorite though. I think this one is like my favorite. It's because you be really hitting these poses.
Bye.
That's
You are so I cannot.
this is like it's very different eras in your modeling career. I like your later work
I
definitely.
hate you. This is when I was dancing, stupid. Look that mohawk.
Uh huh.
I was chicken little. Oh my god.
Yeah.
I hate this photo. But you did your research in Facebook though, right?
But where did you really get into like modeling and stuff? Was it because of your mom, or did you find that love of that somewhere else?
Yeah, because of my mom. My mom competed in Miss Puerto Rico pageant in 1994. I was born in 1995, so that was a year before I was born. She competed. So when I was a little kid, I started dressing up with her own gowns and the bathing suits. I saw her trophies and heels and stuff, and extensions and everything. I was like, wow. I remember one day, and I have this kind of like mental picture in my mind that I put the red dress. It was a red dress that my mom wears in the final pageant, and I put it, and I started like doing the pageant with imaginary persons, and I saw the winner is, and obviously I was always the winner. And in that moment, my mom told me that since you were a little kid, you were like putting dresses and you love to model my evening gowns and stuff, and you also love to dance. So you do your own shows with no people, but you do your own shows. I hate.
You were practicing.
For the future. It was like somebody from the future told me like you're gonna do this, so practice. Like do your thing, because when you grow up, you're gonna be like a drag queen or something like that. Because obviously I was a little kid. I don't know what the drag queen, like who is Alyssa or something like that, or Nina Flowers, for example.
Did she put you into modeling, or were you just
Never.
kind of finding it on your own?
No, never. I started like modeling by myself, and after I started like dancing in groups and stuff when I was in the school. That was my motivation to just be relaxed and get away from drugs and stuff. So I thank God that I followed that thing.
Yeah, because instead of being addicted to like drugs or alcohol, you were addicted to taking pictures of yourself, because you've taken so many pictures of yourself.
Yeah, I love it.
There's so
I love
many.
taking pictures.
You're a ham.
I love
You're a
myself. I love myself. It's like I feel very confident, like in the way that I am.
Vain.
Yo me siento súper orgulloso, right?
Sí.
I know that you're gonna say sí. Me siento orgulloso. It's like I feel very proud of who I am. So me siento orgulloso de quién soy yo. So yeah, I love myself. It's like finding your self-love is not easy, but yeah. What is the question again?
Oh, I was just asking like how
Yeah.
you got into modeling, and like if you were just it's just
Yeah,
someone
yeah.
got you into it, or you just love you love yourself.
Yeah,
So-
and I love pageants a lot. I teach, I do runway coach for queens in Puerto Rico for the pageant stuff, and I enjoy that too. I think that a lot of people think, and a lot of people ask me this question a lot, like, what are you gonna do after drag? Are you going to do drag your entire life or what? My answer is maybe not, maybe yes. I don't know, because I don't know what the future is going to give it to me,
Yeah.
But I know that I'm gonna be I'm gonna build my own academy for runway, for drags, and for young kids that they wanna, follow their dreams and how to teach how to walk and stuff, and yeah.
Yeah. Well, it seems like everything you've done kind of like formulates around pageantry in some regards, but even if not drag, always pageantry. Because like I said, like in addition to modeling, getting into drag, also like you went to school for fashion design.
Yeah.
Do you actually know how to sew, or do you just hot glue?
Yeah, I know how to sew a little bit.
Yeah, I've never seen you do it, so I just didn't know.
Shut up, bitch.
Well, I didn't.
I mean,
Some people don't.
in drag, in RuPaul's Drag Race, like obviously in the workroom, it's not easy because the clock is like da, da, da. So, but I need to have my time to be slow and be patient to use a machine, because I don't have patience to do it. So I prefer to use hot glue. I have amazing talent with my hands, as you can know. as you can tell. So yeah,
A white fuzzy on my glove.
What
Okay,
happened?
sorry. There was like a white fuzzy. I think yeah.
because you wear those sheep's one. I wear the leather one. That's no.
I'm not buying leather gloves
You're
to
not too
sit
happy
in
here.
my own house and never wear again.
You look good. You look good. You look good. Dollar Tree. I'm just kidding. No, it's okay.
Or what's the Puerto Rico one?
Oh, what?
The Dollar Tree, Puerto Rico.
Oh, always 99.
Always 99.
Yeah, that's
Always
our
99.
our Dollar Tree hit there.
Yeah.
Always 99.
But like, what got you into drag specifically though? Because I say you were into like modeling and pageantry, but like with drag specifically, was it just being around the pageant scene or getting into gay nightlife? Like, what got you into it?
Yeah, I mean, since I was a little kid, I was very curious. As you can know, I was like putting page and stuff, so I was very curious. But I was a dancer. I danced in groups and stuff, and one day I had the opportunity to dance with a drag queen in Puerto Rico. So yeah, I started like doing talents and stuff, and then one day I said, you know what? I don't want to be a backup dancer. I want to be the star of the night. And in Halloween, of course, I took it like an inspiration to do it. I don't know, like a motivation. Okay, it's Halloween. Let's do it. Whatever. If I'm ugly, it's Halloween. Whatever. Get over it. And I love to see myself in the mirror, and I said, I love it.
The vanity again.
Exactly. And my friends, you know what? You're gonna. Oh, and we went to this show that I was not performing. I was with my friends. One of my friends was performing there, and I just with her in drag, and one of the queens canceled at the last minute, and the host that day was like, "Oh, you want to perform?" And I said, "No, I've never performed before." And I said, "No, go for it. We're not gonna pay you, but you can. They're gonna tip you."
Yeah.
I was like, "Okay, perfect." I was not wearing pads. Like I was a skeleton. I don't know what the I was that. It was horrible, and that was my first show in Halloween, and I did it. And even though I was ugly as I looked like a trash can, but my friends told me that, baby, you have the potential. Like, do you like, look the people, they tip you, they love you. So in that moment, I said, you know what, I'm gonna do it. And obviously, at the beginning, we all look horrible, but since you get finding yourself, and since I was started doing drag, and now I see an entire evolution. And it was in my 16 years old that I competed in my first pageant.
Yeah,
And I won.
you won.
And I won.
It
was 17, sorry.
It was an 18 and up pageant though. Like, how did you get in?
I was 17, and the pageant was in November 2013.
Okay.
2013, and my birthday was in February. So if I tell them that I was 17, they're not gonna allow me to compete. And I want to compete. I was like, no, I'm not gonna wait a year. I want to compete now. And then they're not gonna like. They never like ask me for a ID or something like that. I said, oh, what's your age? 18. Oh, okay, perfect. But then they discovered after they crowned me, I won that night. They discovered, oh, so you're illegal. Like right now, you have only 17 years old.
Did they let you keep the crown?
Yeah, of course, because my birthday was in February. So I said, you know what? I'm gonna my birthday's in February, so I'm gonna reign your year being legal in 18 years old.
See, any other dignified pageant system would have taken your crown
I
away
know,
for breaking
right?
the rules.
But Puerto Rico, whatever.
The rules are different in Puerto Rico.
Yeah.
It's fine.
But perfect.
There's no rules in San Juan.
Yeah. No. But every state have their own rules.
Yeah.
And I think here they're gonna allow you to compete because it's like after 2 months you're gonna turn 18. It's like it's not a big deal for me. So
Well, to be fair, too, again, you started drag really early, like 16, 17, however old you were. But even when you started drag, like you didn't look that young because you looked like a 40-year-old housewife. You looked like a newly divorced housewife putting herself out there.
Hey.
I've seen this girl on eHarmony. I've seen her.
Wow.
Looks like
Look at my
she has 2 kids.
girl. This is so ugly.
honestly
Wow.
not that-
I mean, I look fishy, and look, I don't wear pad, baby. This is my
It's not that bad.
No.
Yeah. And look, you got little shaved legs. And like
baby.
little-
You know what? That was one of my mom's shirts, though.
it looks like your mom's.
Oh my god. That
No,
was
but it's-
Alyssa
Again, like
1.0.
I was going through looking for bad pictures of you in drag, but you didn't start that crunchy. It wasn't
Because
that
the
bad.
one that I told you about in my first
Oh, that one's gone.
No, I put it privacy. Only
Okay.
me can see, baby. Because,
Okay.
baby, when I get the call of Drag Race, I
Uh-huh.
knew a lot of fans are gonna like, because fans, they're very like psychos.
Now-
And I put a lot of photos that I don't want people
Mm-hmm.
to see it behind.
See, but now that I know what to look for, I'm
Damn.
gonna dig it up. If I dig it up, I'm gonna put it at the end credits of this video if I can find it in
Bitch,
time.
no,
But we'll
please
see.
no. I look horrible. But that was my first. You know what? That was my first appearance, like in drag, in a club.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, that night.
Oh,
But it was
wow.
like a hanging out. It's like, yeah, I was with my first boyfriend.
Mm-hmm.
He was the one that said, you know what, let's do drag because all her friends was drag, and he told me let's do drag. You have potential, all that. And they all dressed me. One do my makeup. That was a human wig though. That was human, baby. That
that's
was
human?
Yeah, that's human, baby. That's human. I mean, it was
it's
not lace. It was
like-
not front lace, but it's
It's a
human.
little shiny. Okay.
No. It's human. It was the edit, baby. That was
You didn't know how to part it, but it's okay.
that was the edit. No, but it's human. It's human.
Okay.
And yeah, I hang out and I feel my fantasy.
Is this the same wig? You just like straightened it out a little?
it's
Oh,
not.
okay.
Tu vida.
Not exposing everything.
This is human too.
Yeah, as we're saying, like your love of like modeling and fashion, you had a gay dad, a pageant mom. It like RuPaul tells a lot of queens that they were born to do drag, but it really feels like the stars were aligning for you, like everything leading to that point.
Yes.
Like it's kind of crazy.
It's crazy how life is. It's like yeah, it's very crazy. When you stop and you realize that damn, there was drag. It was with me since I was a little kid. But I don't know. I didn't know what is a drag. I didn't know until now, obviously.
Yeah.
But it's like when you want to be like a doctor, and you say, "I want to be a doctor," but you don't know how painful it is to study that career.
Right.
I have friends that until now they skip the studying. It's like a lot, but it's if you call it from your heart when you are like a little kid, you follow, and now and you become that thing that you said that you were a little kid. For example, you, right?
What do you mean?
Like you are a drag queen now, and you were like when you were a little kid, you told yourself that you were like a drag queen or no?
No.
No? And why you do drag?
That's a whole nother podcast. That's a whole nother episode. It's not about me today.
Okay. I love it. I have that curiosity. I love it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I didn't know what I was gonna do. I had no idea. Well, whenever I was younger, I was like, I'm gonna be just like, my family. I'm gonna get a job, get a wife, 2 kids, yada yada. But
Got it.
then my life just kept going through a bunch of changes, and I'm like, I'm just gonna see where it takes me. I'm not gonna make plans.
Whatever.
Yeah.
But
so,
you're doing well. I mean, hello. Look at
Yeah.
amazing podcast, mi amor.
Thank you.
Perra.
Thank you.
Carolina Herrera.
Yeah. But with the what?
Carolina Herrera, the designer that you don't know.
Oh. I thought you called me a pera. I was like,
No,
what?
no. Carolina Herrera, the designer.
Oh, I love Carmen Carrera.
Carmen Carrera, she's amazing. I love it.
Favorite designer. But do you still have like aspirations for pageantry, like Miss Continental, things like that, or
Yeah, I used to compete in Continental in 2016.
do you have plans to go back into?
I want to go. Yeah, I want to go. I have plans this year. A lot of things, cooking. But after maybe 2 years and when a big sponsor, I will try it again. And also, there's a lot of pageants that I'm look and say, I want to be in that pageant in the future because I love competing. I love competing. After Drag Race, I said, oh, you know what? I don't have to compete. I have the career. Now I get paid my shows. Like, why I need to have a crown? I have 5 crowns in my house,
brag about it.
yeah, just little, yeah. But I want more
all?
because I love pageants.
Have you ever thought about doing male pageants? 'Cause, like we just had Naisha on. Well, no, seriously.
No. Yeah,
Well, we
okay.
just had Naisha on, who's competing for Mr. Continental right now.
Girl.
You ever thought about doing
Yeah.
male pageant?
Maybe the future, I don't know, but no, I'm not into that.
All the same, but you don't have to shave.
Yeah, but I don't know. I'm more like in drag kind of thing, pageants, and I love like the Runway thing.
Yeah.
I don't see myself like a.
I figured you of all people would be more like that because, like I said, like half of like all your content is you as a boy. I'm like, oh, you like being a boy
Because
pageant.
it's different. It's like social media kind of thing.
You're
It's
like, oh, I'm not like But then all your pictures of a
Yeah.
guy are like that. That's all. Yeah.
Yeah, but
you
it's
just did a
like-
photo shoot with like this your zipper.
Yeah, with a boxer.
Yeah.
For my fans, you know, I need to be
Only your fans.
yeah, but I need to be grateful for them. So I need to, you know,
You gotta feed them.
Yeah, you need
You
to
have to
feed
water
them.
your garden.
exactly, exactly. But yeah, maybe in the future I would compete. I love Continental though; they're an amazing family, and I love it. Let's see how it goes. So if you're a big sponsor, if you want to sponsor me for a Continental, maybe next year or something, call me. But you have to have money, okay?
Like doing drag, doing pageantry and everything, you eventually break the Puerto Rico curse. You get cast for Drag Race. Is it true that you were almost on season 12 though?
Yep.
What happened with that?
So I auditioned for the first time to season 12, and I get the call immediately. I was like, "What?" I didn't know how to do makeup well. I was starting literally working in drag. They gave me an opportunity to host a viewing party, and that's what I said. You call things with the heart because I started like hosting a viewing party, and I said, oh, I'm gonna audition, and they call me it's like, what? I'm gonna be in the show that I host the viewing party. So in that year they called me, but thank God I was not prepared for. First of all, I was not. I mean, we never be ready to be in RuPaul's Drag Race, but in that moment I was literally immature, and after that, thank God I didn't get in because that was the pandemic season. So it was like, so I get the call, I passed the psychology test. In that moment, right now the psychology test is like a virtual thing, questions, but in that moment they travel you. I was in Puerto Rico, so they traveled me to Miami, and I did the psychology test there with
It wasn't like
no,
Oh.
that was another thing. But in person, they travel you, they pay you the hotel, everything.
Oh,
And
so they flew you so Drag Race flew you out to the States, continental United States, to do like all this psych stuff.
and that's it. And in that moment, I say, okay, I'm in because they're not gonna pay me hotel,
Yeah.
air fare for say me no. But I passed everything, and then after 2 weeks, you know how it is. It's very long audition process. They called me, and I remember they told me I was like, oh, I'm in, and they told me no, unfortunately you're not, because there's somebody that is similar like you that have the language thing, and it's a look queen, and it was Nikki Doll, and they don't tell me the name, but I was
Yeah, you can figure it out. Yeah.
and I said, you know what, okay, perfect. I was in the press in the moment. I was like, because when you want something bad and you are like, even though
So close,
even
too.
though I know that I was not like prepared to be, I want it. You know, it's like, damn. And then after that year was the pandemic year, season 13. I didn't audition because I didn't have material to audition. I was like, you know what, whatever, I'm not gonna audition. And then on season 14, I said to myself, Alyssa, you have to audition because if they call you the first time, I don't want to. Just to be in the map. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Oh, she's been consistent audition, and I auditioned and they call me. It was very fast. Okay, you're in. I was like, oh, okay. So yeah.
It's crazy that you could have been on season 12 though. In like another universe, you would be hosting Drag Race France right now. That's so crazy.
Not France. I'm not French.
You
I'm
would've
Puerto
ta-
Rican.
Well, she took your spot. You would have taken her spot in that timeline.
But
So,
I don't know. I don't know how to speak in French.
I don't think Nikki
How
does
she
either.
was like- no, maybe Puerto Rico Drag Race. Maybe one day. Who knows?
You never know.
You'll see.
Well, I don't think they would, just because like Puerto Rico is like technically
Yeah,
part of
there's
the
a lot
US
of
still.
Puerto
and-
Ricans in the show. So
Yeah, and they could. There's so many Puerto Rican girls they pass up every year, so like they could do it, make it happen.
right? Like
Uh,
an All Star
let-
or something, or Caribbean Drag Race, where all the Caribbean people can compete. Ooh, that was amazing.
Yeah,
I would love to.
maybe let
Yeah,
Alexis be the host of it or something.
yeah. No, Alexis, me.
You want to host it?
I want to host. I have better looks.
I feel like you have to go back a time or two before you can like host it though.
Really?
Yeah, I think so.
In Spanish is better.
Just the Spanish speaking season, get some of the España girls to come over.
Exactly. I love to compete in España. I mean, obviously not in the regular franchise, but maybe in the versus the world, something like that. España versus the world, because I want to compete in Spanish. It's better. I feel obviously very comfortable, more comfortable to speak in Spanish than in English, of course, because my mentally is like more fast.
Yeah.
So yeah, and it's going to be more easy. The jokes are gonna be different, and the vibe. So
Yeah.
yeah, let's see.
But with our time on Drag Race, I feel like there is a lot of overlap between our journeys, a lot of similarities. We're both early outs.
Yeah.
We both placed low in the talent show for doing guitar numbers.
Girl, right. Oh my God, right.
Um,
Bottom 3 because you didn't lip sync.
yeah, we're both low.
Bottom 3.
We're both
But
low.
we didn't lip sync in
Yeah,
that
both
first
bottom 3
episode.
without lip syncing. Yeah,
We make it.
and we both did all white J Lo looks.
Oh my God, yeah.
And each of our J Lo looks was not our first choice because we
Yes.
both wanted to do Anaconda.
That's right.
So whenever I audition, because they ask you, you know, like, oh, there's a J Lo category.
Mm-hmm.
You have to send in, like, ask for it, you know, like what J Lo look you want to do. And I asked for Anaconda. Like, I was gonna have, like, you know, the beat up outfit. I was gonna put a
Anaconda.
giant snake around me and
me
stuff.
too.
And they're like, oh, sorry, someone else already called it.
Yes.
And I get there and I find out you're telling people, you're like, oh yeah, I was gonna do Anaconda, but I
Yeah.
couldn't because like copyright reasons.
Yeah, the copyright because they only allowed to do when they're like a thousand nights or whatever. They're only allowed to use a reference for Getty image. So you cannot use a picture that you can find
Yeah.
in Google from a movie because of the copyright. They got like the movie can sue them. So
Yeah, but it's crazy because like there is from the movie there is a Getty image though. of,
Really?
like, yeah, there was one. It wasn't it was like an action shot from the movie,
Uh-huh.
and I was like maybe this will give me permission, but they
And
were
they
like
don't
someone
allow-
already called it,
Yeah.
but then they told you no anyway.
yeah, they told me no.
But
I
yeah.
changed it in the last minute though.
Yeah, same with me
with
because
in that same look.
because
that one.
I was like say someone already called this one, and I was like, okay, what about the cell? And they're like, we'll get back to you. So I was like, surely they'll let me do it. So I just started getting it together, getting it made, and I like had it almost
The
done.
Anaconda?
Yeah, or not Anaconda, for the cell.
Oh, the sale! I remember that they
Yeah.
posted the photo. Oh, baby.
Yeah, and so like I had it like almost made. I just had to put the tribal design on the back of it, and then they were like, "Oh, so unfortunately you can't do that look." And I had like a week to get ready,
Girl.
and so that's why I had to throw together my white J Lo look.
Yeah, yeah.
So yeah,
Yeah. It didn't work either, but
we were safe. It was fine.
We were
It was
safe.
okay.
I mean, I was
Oh,
eliminated.
No, never mind. I was safe.
I was eliminated.
That's
bitch.
that's where our journeys.
I was eliminated. I was in the bottom 3 fucking money. Oh, by the way, I almost forgot. I bring you
Your money gun.
Of course, baby. This is my money gun. So
That's the original money.
this
gun?
is the original one
Why'd you sign it?
because for my fans, I don't know.
But it's yours.
This is for a DragCon. I use it for DragCon, so I signed it and I put it.
Oh,
and
okay.
yeah. So this is the actually money gun. So yeah, you have to wear it because this is the.
This is the look.
If you don't have the money gun, it's not the entire look. But it doesn't work, baby. It doesn't have money.
Oh.
No. Yay!
I'll use this. I'll use this for like
That's
the
the
little.
cursed money gun.
I'll use this for like the
Yeah.
the teaser.
Okay,
for it.
okay.
It's like a little
Love
picture
it.
of me. Yeah.
Everybody's gonna know it. Yes. You know what? Fun fact. The thing that happened that a lot of people doesn't know. So you know what? That you know that we do the Runway 2 times. One with music and one with like their critics and stuff. So you know that I in the beginning when I started the Runway, I do this and I throw it away. In the second that I threw it away, I think gets stuck here.
Oh.
And
yeah.
didn't so I didn't know because obviously it's like after that we got the critics and stuff, and then when I was in the bottom 2 with Carrie, I remember that one of the producers told me, "Tom, use it." I was like, "No, I don't want to use it," and they give it to me. I was like, "I don't want to use it," and they put it here, and then this thing, you know that it's like stuck, so they put me the money gun like this.
Oh.
And that's what happens. And when I said it was stuck because it was my fault because I threw it away. But the money gun, if this piece was like this, the money gun was never fall. And I maybe threw it away and keep doing the show. But they gave me like this. So this happens. And all the money was in the floor. So
But it's for the record, though.
For the record,
For
yeah.
the record, production didn't set you up. They were one of 2 parts of your downfall. Like,
Exactly.
Half of it was still you. So.
yeah, of course. So no, I'm not gonna say that they are.
Yeah.
I mean,
But with that is the last of my cards and the last bit of time we have before we have to get you off to the gig.
Yes.
But to thank you for coming here, I did want to get you a gift for coming.
What?
And
what gift?
ironically enough, because as you said, yours doesn't work, so I got you a new money gun.
No
And
way.
I tested it to make sure. I didn't sign it though, but I can if you.
I hate you. This works?
Yeah, that one should work.
Yeah. No, it doesn't work.
Wait, no, it is. It does. I did it earlier.
Hey! Hey, where?
Okay, well.
Wait, thank you, baby. Oh my god, I'm gonna clean this. Sorry.
No, I'll take care of it.
I
Don't worry
have
about it.
one. Oh, no, I have two.
You can tell that one's been through it, like with all
Girl,
the makeup
yeah.
and the dirt and the
But
grind.
this was painted. It was original like this, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I paint this one. So yeah.
Oh, you couldn't even afford the gold one?
Yeah, I never. No, I didn't find it in Amazon. Thank you, Maddy. Thank you
Yeah, of course.
for being here, and congrats on your podcast. You're doing well. You're doing amazing and great. And I feel very proud to call you your sister and to see all my sister's success in her own way. And that's amazing. So thank you for inviting me
you.
and being here.
Thank you for the kind words. I see. Normally, I butter up the guests to make them feel all special, but you're making me feel all warm and fuzzy. So thank you.
Thank you, my amor. Thank you very much.
Where can people find you? Do you have any like specific shows coming up, pageants you're doing? Like what's happening in the future?
So in the future, you're gonna see more about me. I'm not gonna say nothing because there are like some things that I'm planning to do right now. But yeah, you will see more about me. Yeah, and maybe in the future you will see me in a pageant, maybe Continental, maybe I don't know,
Mr. Continental.
Mr. Continental. Maybe you will see me in OnlyFans because you motivate me to open an OnlyFans.
yeah.
And yeah, I mean,
Get your
just
money.
keep traveling, keep doing my thing. As I said, I love to have that balance in my life to be me and to live my life in Puerto Rico with my family, my friends, and keep traveling and do my thing. And I love my life right now, and I'm super grateful. Yeah.
If you did male pageantry, what would your pageant name be? Your
Josh Hunter.
Just Josh Hunter?
Yeah, Josh.
Easy enough.
Hi, Josh. I love Josh. I love my name.
Oh.
Yeah. I love
Solid.
myself. Yeah,
I feel
right?
like I went to high school with a Josh Hunter.
Josh Hunter. Or maybe, I don't know. It's, I don't know. Josh Hunter.
Use something more exciting. What's the god?
Josh Hunter, not
what's the
exciting.
god of like hunting? What's the
Hunting season? What?
I don't know, like probably some kind of god of hunting or something.
Hunting.
Like a
Hunting Josh. Hunting Josh. Hunting.
Hunting Josh sounds like a
Hunting-
porno name.
Yeah.
Hunting Josh.
Hunting Josh, right? Hunting Josh. Yeah.
Are all your socials the same? Just
Yeah, the Alyssa Hunter. And yeah, in Twitter the same. Facebook, Alyssa Hunter. Instagram.
OnlyFans. Coming soon.
OnlyFans. Yeah.
Coming soon.
Coming soon. Coming soon. I'll probably do it.
Yeah. Well, that's where people can find you. And you guys can find me right here. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe so you don't miss any future episodes. And join us next time whenever we have somebody else.
Yes. Thank you. Bye.
Until then, bye guys.
Let's go.
Damn. Sorry.